What's going on? All Madden Gaming. We are live. AMG broadcast number 4. AMG Season 3 kickoff. We are going to be witnessing two of the top teams in the All Madden Gaming franchise. That's the NFC's Atlanta Falcons and the AFC's Cincinnati Bengals. The point spread just came out on this game, and I'll bring it up there on my phone real quick. I want to make sure I'm correct on this. I think they got... Let me know how it looks and sounds on the chat, too. 6. Yeah, you got Bengals +6. And then the over and under on this game is 56.5, which is a pretty high over. We also had earlier the Ravens -9.5. Over-under was 48.5. I don't know if that game finished yet. Did that game actually come to a conclusion? Have they played that game yet? No, still open. So I took the Browns and took the 9.5 points. I do think the Ravens are going to win. The over-under on that game, 48.5. I got it much higher. I think that both teams are going to be well in the 30s. But I think the Cleveland Browns are going to keep that one close. But let me know in the chat what you think. -6 for the Atlanta Falcons. Bengals the favorites here today. Falcons the favorites here today. As they're going to give up 6 points. What do you guys think? You're taking the points and taking the Bengals? What are you doing here, sir?
8 yards on the pickup.
Oh, man, I'm taking the Bengals plus the 6 all the way.
Yeah, let's talk about these two teams. AMG Season 2. Both of these teams, strong competitors. Atlanta didn't have the season they hoped they would have had in AMG Season 2. They went ahead and moved their quarterback they had since AMG Season 1, Tyree Jackson. They moved him to Detroit for a second-round pick. Let's talk about the records last season. How does Cincinnati do? Joe Burrow, you obviously had a quote saying it might be MVP season for him.
Yeah, well, Joe Burrow had a great season. I mean, last year he went 4,700 yards, 35 touchdowns, 17 interceptions. I mean, they went 11-5. They got T. Higgins, John Ross, Jeff Williams. I think Burrow is going to have a good game this game. They've got a great O-line. It's just their defense is crumb.
Deep pass over the middle of the field. Finds number 11. That's John Ross, the boss. He's got a lot of speed, Serp, and we're going to see him find ways to just... You just see, when you see Ross get open, and you just wonder, how much separation did he get as you see Joe Burrow rolling to the left side there, throwing off his back foot, ... But look at the separation he had in the middle of the field. When the play gets broken and John Ross is allowed to kind of find his way into that open spot of the field, man, that's where this Cincinnati Bengals team is really explosive.
Absolutely. They're going to have to watch out for Ross. Falcons got a pretty decent cornerback core as far as speed, but they've got that separation is crazy.
Burrow's pass complete to Le'Veon Bell.
Le'Veon Bell, late signing here for the Cincinnati Bengals. We saw him in free agency kind of looking for an opportunity to get on the field, and you see it right now. Not rocking the 2-6, rocking the 3-6. Joe Burrow finds him early, 2 for 2, shotgun formation. Watch Sheffield on John Ross there on the right side in the inside slot. Looking, got time, all kinds of time. Nobody's open. Burrow's going to have to scramble and throw this one away, and he does. Oh, man, that's big defense there for Atlanta.
Yeah, that's really good for them. They got Grady Jarrett, and that's really about it, though. You know, their defense, their defensive line anyway for the Falcons is a little bit lacking. I mean, I'm thinking that the Bengals, if they start pounding that rock and they start running the ball, they're gonna have a pretty good shot. I mean, Joe Burrow is doing great right now, but I think they really have a good chance if they establish that run game.
You don't see Darius Geis out there for the Cincinnati Bengals looking. Joe Burrow, middle of the field, finds T. Higgins. T. Higgins, T.D. Higgins. No, he gets picked up by Richard. That's a fumble rooski. The Atlanta Falcons might not have the opportunities to get to the quarterback much, but in the secondary, they're laying the lumber.
Wow, what a play by Atlanta. You know, I was talking about Deion Jones there in the middle of the field, watching out for him as he's a ball hawker, but man, whoever that was, I didn't catch it, man, laid the lumber on him. Wow, that's what a play. Who was that? Number 27. Okay.
Let's talk about the records last year. What did Cincinnati finish in AMG Season 2?
11-5. Falcons 12-4.
So these are two teams that have aspirations of taking that next step. What do you think the Atlanta Falcons need to do? You talked about it, pressuring the quarterback, really only Grady Jarrett up front, as they're going to struggle here with the quarterback. Barely gets rid of it. This is Wilcox. Tell us a little bit about him first and foremost, new starting quarterback for the Atlanta Falcons.
Well, I mean, he's good. He's a good guy. You know, yeah, obviously the rookie out of Notre Dame. I mean, he's got some good agility on him. I mean, he's got a decent arm and some good accuracy. So I think as long as they keep him protected, and again, you got to go with the run a little bit. I think they established the run, and it helps him out a little bit more in his first year here to kind of get into a rhythm.
Yo, let me know how it looks and sounds in the chat. Appreciate everybody. If you're interested in joining All Madden Gaming, put command join in the chat. Also, we got a bunch of commands. Is my man Reezy in here? Punch all the commands in the chat. Give you some information about All Madden Gaming. All Madden Gaming, 32 user, full immersion simulation style Madden League. To apply for AMG, enter the command join. To read the AMG rules, enter the command rules. Over the top. Oh my God, it's prime time. As you got a Bengal down, DJ Reader, the defensive tackle for Cincy, but over the top is how Atlanta likes to play. And right there, that's a pretty good looking arm. Able to drive that ball and flip the field, sir. Maybe we're sleeping on the throw power and the ability to drive the ball down the field here for number 1.
I like Wilcox. I'm going to tell you, though, I mean, the Bengals, this is where they're going to be.
There's a little read option. He's got a lot of space. Looking like Nasty's going to find his way into the end zone. Touchdown, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Atlanta Falcons on the board first. And if you gave up the points, you're looking like you might be covering right now pending this extra point.
Yeah, the Bengals they've got their defensive line is not very good. Their cornerback core is not very good. I mean, they've got Justin Bates and Justin Reed for the safety positions. That's all they really got. So, I mean, the Bengals, the key to them winning is going to be them putting up points, matching, and getting ahead there because they're not going to stop the Falcons. The Falcons are going to score every time they got the ball.
Yeah, when you look at this team, the Atlanta Falcons, they make big plays, and they make those splash plays that flip the field. You're not going to see them nickel and dime their way into the red zone. So right there, they get to the red zone over the top, Calvin Ridley, and then a nice little read option for the rookie, and he gets his first touchdown, not through the air, but with his legs.
Good start for the rookie. Really, it's going to be interesting to watch him throughout the season.
And last season's champion, AMG Season 2, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Owner Brad Savage.
Oh, Brad. That was kind of not a Cinderella story because he actually had a decent team, but it came from the wild card.
Too fat for Cinderella.
It's more like a Barbie.
It's more like Humpty Dumpty won the Super Bowl. Don't sit on any walls there, Brad. We know how the story ends. Dropping back, Burrow, clean pocket. Goes underneath, nice little check down there to Le'Veon Bell. Second catch on the game for him. 36 jersey number, used to see in 2-6, but we're all familiar with him being inside this AFC North. The Cincinnati Bengals seem like he's going to be a big part of their plans with Darius Geis out.
Yeah, I didn't even know Darius Geis was out. I mean, I was planning on him being in there. I mean, he had about 830 yards last year, 18 touchdowns, but only averaged about 4.0 per carry. So, that might be why they're switching out.
There's a handoff here to the right side. There's the GU ice. He doesn't got the JU ice there on 2nd and 6. When you kind of rotate halfbacks and bring in a spell back, and he was your starter last year, 2nd and 6. You hand it off to him. You expect him to pick up a little bit more, but now it's 3rd and manageable. Guy still in the backfield. Le'Veon Bell on the sidelines, dropping back. Pressure's coming. Goes underneath. Got to pick this up. Great tackle in open field for the Atlanta Falcons. So, sir, say all you want to say. There's a reason why the Falcons were giving up 6 points today. They are the favorite per the AMG bookie, but as you said, they're relying on these big plays and being a team that tackles an open field better than most. And right there you saw it. That could have easily been a missed tackle, and he probably could have ran 15, 20 yards after the catch, but Atlanta defense does a great job staying solid and fundamental.
Yeah, the Bengals got to really pay attention to what the Falcons are doing as far as the way they move and the hesitations that the quarterbacks and the players like to use on that team and key in on that and stop missing those open field tackles.
There's Rojo. He's got the sauce like a boss. 2-5 finds his way 3 yards past midfield as Rojo, former Tampa Bay Buccaneer, he didn't get the Super Bowl chip last season, but he looks like he's coming out fresh here in AMG Season 3.
Yeah, 1,200 yards last year and 11 touchdowns, 7.5 yards per carry. I mean, he's going to be a big part of this game, too.
Big plays. When they run the ball, they do it effectively. They get chunk yards. You see it right there, a little stop and go. I don't know if you guys remember the gas station. Maybe it was only regional there, but we got a little stop and goes here before Valero bottom out. And right now it looks like the Atlanta Falcons, after the catch, look real slippery running the ball. Dropping back, Wilcox got a man open, finds him, takes a hit. That might even be rough in the passer. He hurdles Abraham to the end zone. Number 10, 6 on the board unless that's coming back. It is holding against Jake Matthews, the veteran. Oh, when you see number 70 hold like that, veteran on your team, a leader on this offensive line, that's got to hurt you, especially when your quarterback's stuck in the pocket, hung in the pocket, and took that hit.
Yeah, those mistakes change games.
And off left side. Big time hit there by 59. Quick timeout, and that's an injury. I caught it. I hate to say I told you so. But he laid the shoulder right into Davis Gathert. Davis Gathert laid the shoulder into that halfback. Rojo back in the game. Motor just checking in, say, how's the rookie look? Well, he had a nice dot on his first possession to Calvin Ridley over the top. A big play, flipped the field, and then ran a little read option at the 20-yard line and took it into the house, showing off his legs. So his first touchdown as an AMG pro, not through the air, is with his legs, but he's trying to change that on this drive as the Atlanta Falcons, who are giving up 6 points according to our AMG bookie, look to extend their 1-point lead right now.
Bengals nothing.
Yeah, I'm still staying strong with the Bengals +6. They just got to get it together. Run the ball. Run the ball. I mean, the D line for the just run it to the outside. Don't run at Grady Jarrett. Just run it to the outside. I mean, all they got is coverage linebackers on the Falcons.
Yeah, if you remember the first series here for the Cincinnati Bengals, they drove down the field nicely. Rojo's going to tiptoe the sidelines into the end zone. We got a flag again, and that's going to be holding on O.J. Howard. Bring it back to the bottom of the map. That's a 1st and 1. It must have occurred 9 yards past the line of scrimmage. You look at this Cincinnati Bengals team drive down the field, nice pass to John Ross, a little improvising for Joe Burrow, and then he finds T. Higgins naked in the middle of the field. He takes a big hit, ball comes out at the 5, and that's where you get into trouble. You can't turn the ball over, especially against this Atlanta Falcons defense that's going to give you a lot of plays.
Absolutely. The Falcons.
Oh, give me that. Don't test him. 21 looking like primetime Deion Sanders there over the shoulder. Justin Reed. Oh, man, he kind of baited him into that one, Serp. He gave him a little bit of space. You thought you had the cushion for the pushing, but it just didn't happen.
Yep, that's all they got back there. I mean, they don't really have much of a defensive secondary, but they do have Jesse and Justin back there in the safety positions, and they picked the only 2 good guys in the secondary to throw to, so not a good idea.
Yeah, when you're testing Jesse Bates and Justin Reed, you really need to know your personnel as a quarterback, and this young rookie, he's going to figure that out sooner than later. Rolling right side, looking for the crossers, got a man, dot, finds his man, can't hold on to the ball, 2-7. Nice close out. The ball's in the air, and I'm seeing a great job by these safeties playing a conservative approach to the ball, but most importantly, playing the receiver after the catch, able to knock that one away.
Yeah, Jeff Williams, this is his second year. I mean, it was solid receiver. He just gotta bring that ball in. That should have been a catch.
Dropping back, looking, middle of the field. Nice comment in the chat there. 2 touchdowns taken away by holding in the same drive. Well, I mean, if the holding didn't occur, you wonder if the touchdowns would have happened. I think on both of them, we can both say, yeah, they probably would have. It was just mental mistakes there by the Cincinnati Bengals, and then you get 2 touchdowns taken away by holding, and then you end up throwing an interception on the next play. That's just a morale killer if you're the Atlanta Falcons, especially when you had an opportunity to go up 2 scores. Run to the left side. That's G.U. Weiss. Darius Geis, 3 carries, 14 yards. We saw Le'Veon Bell earlier. You're going to see a nice little combination between those 2. What's going on, Bananas?
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Second possession here for the Cincinnati Bengals. Hand out to the left side. Geis running. 2nd and 6. Picks up the first down. Shrugs off 22. See you later. 4 carries, 28 yards. And the G.U. Weiss might have the J.U. Weiss. As you said last season, 800 yards.
First down, Bengals.
How many touchdowns was it for Darius Geis last season in the Cincinnati Bengals uniform?
Geis had 18 touchdowns, averaged 4.0 yards per carry, and had 829 yards. So not bad at all. like to see
Game
a
of the
little bit
week,
more per
Baltimore Ravens, Cleveland Browns about to kick off here shortly. We'll keep you posted on the score on that. Joe Burrow gets to the outside. We're seeing him. He's looking like he likes to make a lot of his throws outside the numbers. He just, when the play breaks down, Joe Burrow's in a position to allow his receivers to continue breaking off of their routes. But if Atlanta picks up on this, you might see a little bit more contain or a little heat to keep Joe Burrow in the pocket and maybe send some heat up the middle. Grady Jarrett gets a little trip tackle there on Le'Veon Bell. Le'Veon Bell just doesn't look as young and spry as he used to.
A 2-yard gain on the play.
No, he looks like he might have lost a quarter of a step or so. I mean, he still seemed like he did decent the first couple of the first drive, but yeah, definitely not the same Le'Veon that you would see, 8 years ago, 7 years ago.
So if you took the over on 56.5 on this Bengals Falcons AMG Live broadcast number 4, AMG Season 3, Week 1, you got to be a little concerned here. A quarter and a half in, we only got 7 points on the board between these two teams. Let's take a poll in the chat here. Ravens minus 9.5 versus the Cleveland Browns. The over-under is 48.5. I personally took the Browns and took the 9.5 points, and I took the over on at 48.5. Where are you at with that game, Serp?
I'm right with you. I think that's about right.
What did I say?
You said he took the
got him.
Took the plus points for the Gov.
Yeah. I just think it's going to be a lot closer. There's going to be a lot of points on the board. Burrow barely gets rid of that. That's a dangerous pass as he was trying to drive the ball to the right side. I didn't see really anybody open. And on top of that, I mean, you really don't want to be putting the ball out in front of the defender like that when he's closing in trying to make a sack. Don't forget the New York Jets franchise focus coming up here in AMG Season 3 as well. Expect a Week 2, Week 3 game from the New York Jets. Try to get 4 to 5 broadcasts in before we head into the playoffs and cover them throughout the playoffs as well. Burrow dropping back underneath, finds his man. Williams, he holds onto the ball, but 22 lays the shoulder into the chest. Wow, that almost looked eerily similar to the first drive and first possession of the Cincinnati Bengals when T. Higgins looked wide open, and then he just took a boom from Richards.
Well, looks like my +6 for the Bengals is still alive. Let's go.
Down 1 right now, but in scoring position. There's a hand up at the middle. Nice run commit. And that's not going to allow Darius Geis to go anywhere. And as a matter of fact, he loses a yard. You go for it here, 4th and 2, big-time situation. Let's hit the primetime music. What do you think, Serp?
You go for it.
All right, Serp saying go for it. We got primetime music on. Let's see what the Cincinnati Bengals do. The spread is Cincy +6. This is a crucial situation if you're betting the spread on this game. This is how you win and lose. Well, that ain't happening, Serp, unless he's going to play action to the mysterious Casper in the backfield. Here we go. Empty backfield, looking, cooking. Slanty picks it up. He's going to pick up the first down to the 2-3 yard line. What do you think here? A little Geis ground and pound?
Yeah, I think you got 4 downs essentially. I mean, you're this close, you're going to go for it. I mean, just pound it a few times and maybe hit that play action.
Yeah, a lot of people in the chat saying take the points. I agree, because if you didn't pick it up, there's a nice commit there against Geis. Slow handoff. You got 2 in the backfield before Burrow even turns around to see what his halfback has done. I would have taken the points. Obviously, they picked up the first down, but if you come away with nothing here, I like to chip away, get some points on the board, get Joe Burrow in this offense a little confidence when you go into half, because if you win into half with a goose egg, there's really no momentum you can take from that.
Right, but if you do put these 7, if you put this 6 and +1 on the board, I mean, you're going in with, double the morale now. Now you're doubling.
Oh, is this some kind of Zach Galifianakis hangover math or what?
Pythagorean theorem for football.
Appreciate everybody checking us out. If you're interested in joining All Madden Gaming, hit Command Join in the chat. Command AMG. You can also put Command Season. Give you some information about what's going on. I believe Command Schedule as well. Tell you some information about this game. You're watching here live on All Madden Gaming TV. Here we go. Once again, 3rd and goal. If they get stopped here, let's say they pick up a few, get to the 3 or the 2 yard line. Do you go for it on 4th down again, or do you just settle for the 3? Here we go. Drop it back.
If you get to the 2, you go for it.
Rolling. This might be positive here for this Bengals team. Nice click on there. Deflected. 3rd and goal from the 6. This one, you kick the field goal.
You got to go for the field goal now. Yeah, you 6 yards out. We ain't doing that.
Falcons had a top 5 rushing defense in the league per Pro Football Focus, AMG PFF, got a pass against this defense, and I believe that is still going to be, maybe even improve on the top 5. They might become a top 2, top 3, because Cincinnati has absolutely struggled running the ball outside of one nice run there from Darius Geis, but Le'Veon Bell has pretty much been a pass receiving halfback. They're going to go for it here. Here we go. Second fourth down attempt of the game on the same drive. Looking, they picked it up last time. Dangerous throw, Joe Burrow. Oh, baby, the Boo Birds in Cincy are probably coming out, but Atlanta fans right now are really probably just confused. Why did Cincy decide to be so aggressive here on this drive at the end of the half?
Yeah, being aggressive, I like the call when it was, 2 yards or so. It wasn't bad. They made it. They picked it up and everything. But, when you get down there and you're 6 yards out and you're going for it, now you're just out of control. Somebody's got to throw some ice water in the coach's face or wake him up or something.
Yeah, absolutely. And my thing is, you're trying to portray confidence, but you're actually, nice deflection there as 41 comes away with maybe a touchdown-saving dive there. If he just had a little bit more strength on that throw, if he just drived it a little bit more aggressively, that might have been a dangerous big play with a $1.19 left in the second. But you're trying to portray confidence in your quarterback, Joe Burrow, coming off a phenomenal season. Everyone's saying, is he going to be an MVP this season? Can he break out and become that elite superstar? But I think that reeks of desperation. You're trying to play catch-up way too early in the game, sir.
Absolutely. Yeah, that was just unneeded, uncalled
for. Over the top, baby. That's what they do. Calvin Ridley, again. Easy peasy. 1-8, put 6 on the board. Extra points going to make it 7. You can bet on that. CoveringTheSpread.com. The Atlanta Falcons do it like Nike. Wow.
Yeah, the Bengals secondary, like I said, especially the cornerback core is not. You can't be pressing. You got to be back. You're going up against Julio Jones, Calvin Ridley, even their number 3 Darius Robinson or Abraham. I'm sorry, the first-year guy now they're going to destroy you. You've got to get pressure on Wilcox, on the rookie, and just pray. That's about all you can do out there.
I look at this secondary for the Cincinnati Bengals. We talked about it earlier. Love the safeties. When you don't have safety help over the top, it's just miscommunication. You got defenders playing a little too flat, or they're on their heels trying to play, the sideline intermediate routes, and they just beat you over the top. There's a nice pass. Joe Burrow trying to flip the field real quick and put a touchdown on the board. 2 possessions for the Cincinnati Bengals. Went for it on 4th on the last one, picked it up, got to the 3, got pushed back to the 6 after 2 failed runs. Try to go for it on 4th again, don't pick it up. Atlanta flips the field and scores on you. And since his first drive, remember, T. Higgins fumbled the ball, inside the 10. So they've been able to move the ball. They just haven't been able to punch it into that pay dirt. Throwing away here for Burrow. That's close. What do you think about that? If Atlanta got any home cooking, that would be definitely an intentional grounding there for Joe Burrow. I'm telling you, he looks a little rushed right now. Even when he was driving the ball, a lot of his throws have been made very close to the numbers. He hasn't done much from inside the pocket, so maybe this little happy feet for Joe Burrow needs to settle down.
Yeah, you can see he's pressing a little bit. You're right. When they went for it on that 4th down and you missed that 7 points, you don't even come away with that 3. The morale right now is kind of in the dumps, and yeah, he's pressing. They're 14-0. Once you get behind a couple of scores, it changes the whole mentality. Yeah,
if you're already showing as a head coach that you're going to start chasing points early into the game, quarter half in the game on your second possession, you're just down 7-0. You have to wonder how confident he really is in his team, and maybe he knows his team needs to play from ahead or play within 1 score, and if they don't, maybe things start going downhill here for Joe Burrow and this offense. Yeah, no one is open. I think that's a great point by JP in the chat. Anytime he's standing center pocket, you just don't see the receivers getting separation. And that's mainly because, John Ross is a big play over the top guy. They don't have anybody. Even T. Higgins just doesn't seem like he's getting separation against the athleticism of this secondary here for the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah, T. Higgins just doesn't have the speed to match up.
Oh, there's a touchdown. 85, they run a Tampa 2. You got deep coverage there for the middle linebacker, but Joe Burrow
Cincinnati.
Wow, that was a dotty dot dot. He put a laser on that. And I think the Atlanta believed, that linebacker believed he was in a position to make a play. Maybe he felt he was baiting Joe Burrow to throw another interception. But right there, Joe Burrow says, if you give me that space, I'm taking it. And that's a touchdown there for the Cincinnati Bengals, so they got their 7 on the board.
Yeah, it looks like he was going straight after Deion Jones on that one. I think that was Jones in the middle there.
You don't like to attack him. Yeah.
No.
You end up with an interception on that play from Deion Jones. You're looking at it might get out of hand, because guess what's on the board? 1-8. Guess who's been burning you over the top? 1-8. Look for a Calvin Ridley play here if they can pick up some yards on this run. Maybe burn a timeout and try to get over the top again.
Back up. That's what I'm telling the Bengals secondary right now. Back up.
Oh, nice move. Nice work there by Rojo. Happy feet looking like John Travolta. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. You like that little tippy-toe move right before he hit that line of scrimmage? I'm telling those defensive linemen that don't know what to expect. They definitely don't have the agility to play catch with Ronald Jones.
Absolutely not. The Bengals D-line is a little lacking, and Ronald Jones, again, I mean, he's averaging 7.5 per carry and 1,200 yards almost last year. I mean, he's no joke.
Julio Jones down the left side. Does he hold on to it? He does. And see, that's one of the receptions. If Julio Jones, if it's a younger Julio Jones, he might be to the house. But even the elder statesman is able to get separation and then hold on to the ball as the safety comes down and makes a tackle. So Julio Jones puts them in field goal range. Let's see what they do here on the 38. Pick up a few more. Well, they might take a deep shot. They go to left side. Dangerous throw. They're going to toe tap it down to the 3. What do you do here? Oh, baby. T. Wilcox, 220 yards. His debut here with the Atlanta Falcons. No more Tyree Jackson. They replaced number 1 with number 1. And Wilcox has been slinging the ball deep down the field.
Yeah, they take the 3 and they go up by 10, and you go into the half with a nice little comfortable lead and know that you've been playing well, and I think the Falcons are feeling pretty good going into half here.
His kick is good. Makes the score Falcons 17. Bengals
Atlanta
7.
Falcons were favored to win this game by 6 points. A straight 6. Falcons -6. A lot of people were talking Bengals take the points. Over and under 56.5. Right now they're on pace for 48 points. So maybe we might get there. If Cincy gets a little bit more aggressive, you know Atlanta's going to stay aggressive there, sir.
Yeah, I think the Bengals just need to rethink what they're doing on defense. I mean, they're not there's really not much they can do. Like I said, their secondary, the cornerback core, I mean, besides their safeties, their cornerback core, their D-line's really not doing enough. They're going to have to start sending it. I mean, they're going to have to really get aggressive on the line and get maybe a little, not aggressive on the secondary part of it, because they're giving up these big plays, and it seems like they could be doing something a little bit different to protect that.
High formation here for Wilcox after a 220-yard on just 9 passes, just 6 completions. Hand up the middle. Ronald Jones slicing and dicing. Makes a big hit there from the safety, Jesse Bates. Ronald Jones is just cooking the Cincinnati Bengals front 7. I mean, just untouched at this point. I mean, when you kind of just leave this defensive line in the dust, a little shake and bake action, they're a little hesitant to approach Ronald Jones because maybe they think, man, we might end up on a highlight.
Yeah, definitely a great halfback and a good addition to the Falcons.
Oh, there's Julio. Oh, big time hit by 40. Julio Jones hangs on to it. Wow. There's a wall there, Julio.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, Atlanta does look impressive right now. You're seeing quick scores, fast, aggressive defense. They're not a physical defensive team, but they're fast, and they can close out on the ball like some of the best in the business. Atlanta's done a phenomenal job. Cincinnati Bengals, they're going to have to make up a little bit here, down 10. Atlanta driving.
Yeah, they're struggling. I think, the quarterback rookie, T.J. Wilcox for the Falcons is looking good.
Nice debut. Hand off to Silvers. Silver's looking goldish right there. 12 takes it down to the 44. That looks anything but Silver. You hand the ball off, you complete a pass, you move the chains. That's the Atlanta Falcons motto. If they hand it to you, If they pass it to you, you're going to get 10-plus yards. It's been like that all day. Just not a strong defensive performance here early in the season here for the Cincinnati Bengals. There comes some pressure here. Ronald Jones finally. A nice tackle there right at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a tackle for loss there. Justin Reed, we talked about him earlier. Jesse Bates, Justin Reed. Is there a better safety duo in AMG?
Yeah. I mean, I think the Cardinals is better, but I'm surprised that the Falcons didn't audible out of that. I mean, I was waiting for them to change that play up. You could see the blitz, and you could see everybody coming on that. And I'm surprised that they didn't audible that.
Yeah, the Cardinals didn't trade for any of their premier safeties. They just have been getting better. You got the young rookie paired next to one of the biggest, hardest hitting, run support, coverage, whatever you want, safeties in the game in Arizona. Derwin James and Antoine Winfield in the chat also brought up.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I think the guys are right. They should have kicked the field goal early on. It would be 10-17 rather than 17-7. Now with Atlanta driving, it just changes a lot when you decide to get too aggressive too early in the game, especially when you have pretty much a guaranteed 3 on the board.
Yeah, he's right. 10-17 is a lot better. I mean, especially since you're getting at least – the Falcons are getting at least 3 here for sure anyway, and which most likely this is going to be 7.
Go to the flat, little outside.
Not a good read there.
The target there for Ronald Jones, and that's probably the riskiest pass we've seen so far from Atlanta right there. Throwing to the flat, nice coverage. That could have went south there for the rookie. Could have been a pick 6 if he was able to get underneath. It was the man coverage. Field goal pops up. What does that mean? 2nd and 10. And there's a flag. That's what it means. Flag on the play. Holding. We've seen a lot of holding calls on Cincinnati's side. This is the first one here for the Atlanta Falcons. Dropping back, Wilcox looking. Pressure's coming. Gets rid of it. Nice throw underneath. Another flag on the play. Was that roughing the passer? No, but it was holding on Jake Matthews. So this is the 3rd holding penalty for the Atlanta Falcons. 2nd and 30. Hey, you're at the 50 right now. Do you start thinking field goal here, sir? 2nd and 30, maybe just pick up 5-6 here and then try to pick up another 5 or 6, put you down to the 40-yard line, kick this 53, 54.
The way the Falcons have been playing, I think they pick up this first. I'm going to tell you. I probably.
This might have helped them out. It stretches the field just a little bit to get over the top. Oh, Ronald Jones should have went left there. That's the first real mistake I've seen. He had the field wide open. If he would have taken that 0-1 trap just to the left side of the field. Did you see it, sir? Oh, that's
absolutely wide open.
That's a big mistake.
He'd have been the hot dog down the hallway.
Daily occurrence there for sir. Shotgun formation. Dropping back, 3-man rush. Left side, when in doubt, out route, finds his man Julio. Down to the 34, he's well into field goal range now, and just like that, you push him back, and they still find themselves in a situation to make a makeable field goal. Kick is up for number 6. He's gonna put 3 on the board, and that 3 points that Cincy left on the board. Now you're down 2 scores, 20-7. You got to get 2 touchdowns to get back on top. Could have been 20-10 here, and a touchdown for Cincinnati really could have flipped this momentum that Atlanta has as they've been in command the entire game.
Yeah, this is going to come down to, again, they have to stop the Falcons. I mean, even if they score, it's not even on their offense anymore. It's on the Bengals' defense. Like, they can't, even if they score, the Falcons are going to score right back. They've got to figure it out on defense, or this is just going to get ugly.
There we go, Joe Burrow, Joe Cool. 7 points on the board for Cincy. Almost into the 4th quarter, just $1.44 left, 27 total points. What was it, 56.5 was a over-under? And it's really looking like they're not going to get there. Nice pass, Joe Burrow once again outside the numbers, making the throw, and he just doesn't seem comfortable standing behind his offensive line.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't direct Ross. I mean, he could have pointed a finger or had him go, kind of up towards the sideline there and deep, and he could have fired that one.
Yeah, maybe a little miscommunication. John Ross has been good at finding the open spaces in the field. Looking, there's a pressure coming once again. Dangerous pass, INT, Joe Burrow. Oh, baby, Rodgers gonna take it back. Tries to stop and go on him, but Joe Burrow said, hey, I'm gonna sit on that. Rodgers with an INT. Joe Burrow, Joey Cool. Not looking too good. 58 seconds left in the third.
Yeah, I think the Bengals were pressing too much than they needed to. I mean, they still had quite a bit of game left. I mean, to get 2 scores, they didn't really need to. They abandoned the run game and they just started throwing some crazy passes.
And that's into the almost into the end zone. Stopped at the 1 yard line. That's close. But the Cincinnati Bengals are unraveling here. The 11-5 Bengals from last season take on the 12-4 Atlanta Falcons from the previous season. Falcons came in, the favorites, giving up 6 points. Serb took the 6. I took Atlanta. And man, it's just pretty much been a front runner game here for ATL. And up the middle. Truck stick in air, he don't care, he's in the end zone. Easy peasy, and they might go for 2.
Yeah, I thought this was going to be a bit closer of a game, to tell you the truth. I mean, I really thought the Bengals and how they played last year were going to match up against the Falcons somewhat a little bit more competitively. But the Falcons have shown that even with the rookie they're moving. I mean, the Falcons are going to be ready to take that spot.
Yeah, one thing you see about the Atlanta Falcons offense is their running attack is so dangerous. It's almost like they supplement it as a short passing game. And then you have to respect the run so much. You bring your safeties down, and everyone's playing somewhat shallow, trying to bring run support and help, and then they just burn you over the top. We saw it earlier with the pass to Calvin Ridley there on the left side, where it was just a blown defensive coverage there for the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah, there's a couple, two of them scores on the board have been blown coverages deep.
Fair catch made at the
It's over like we're over AMG Live. Broadcast number 4, Atlanta Falcons at home taking on the Bengals. And Atlanta has been running away with this game. On the ground, they've dominated. In the air, they've dominated. New quarterback, new season, same explosive offense.
I'm excited for the Falcons to take that division over maybe over the Panthers. I mean, the Panthers haven't locked in a lot, you know what I mean? But I don't know, man. The rookie looks good, and I think the Falcons can do it.
Yeah, Joey Cool not looking so cool. 15 of 24, 212 yards, a touchdown and an INT, and right there, you got the underneath wide open. You got your halfback block and release. Nobody picks him up, but Joey is just trying to pick up a 19-point play, which doesn't exist yet. Unless he knows something I don't know. He's just trying to drive the ball down the field, and you got Atlanta's defense dropping back, playing the sticks, even right there. I mean, you're talking about how much yards after the catch did he get on that throw? 0? Because the defense is sitting there waiting for this one-dimensional offense to have to drive the ball 10-plus yards on the field.
Yeah, it's almost like they know where they're going. Like the Falcons key in on the player that they're going to throw to before they even decide they're going to throw to it. So, yeah, they're kind of
All right, we got an update on the game of the week. Almost at the start of the third quarter, just at halftime, Ravens up 17-3. The spread was 9.5. Baltimore was going to be giving up 9.5. And it looks like their defense is really trying to shut down the over and under at 48.5.
Yeah, I would expect the Ravens to probably take that.
With the score, Falcons 26, Bengals 7.
I think if the Bengals would have stuck with a little bit more of a run game and kind of controlled a little bit of the clock, I think they would have had a better chance than they did. I think it's them going away from the run. I'm going to be curious to see the statistics after this game to see how many runs and how many pass plays the Bengals ran.
The playmaker up the field. Click on, try to get the stick on, and T. Higgins going to come down with that one. Probably the biggest gain of the day here for the Cincinnati Bengals. Excuse me, that's Williams, but look at the throw. He's outside the numbers once again, and you're just not going to be able to accomplish the level of success that they're hoping for in Cincy if the majority of your passes come off of broken plays. It just doesn't seem like they have any game plan that's going to get them separation with their wide receivers. Even there, right there, John Ross is the only one that seems to be getting open.
Oof, yeah, he got open and he got laid out too. No point in getting an injury this late in the game down that many points.
Appreciate Tao checking us out here. What's going on? AMG live broadcast number 4. Looking over the middle of the field. Test the user. Deion Jones, finally. You put your hands in the cookie jar that many times. Eventually. No cookie for you.
Yeah, I think since from the beginning of the game, I just waiting for Jones. Probably one of the best zone coverage
linebackers in the game.
Linebackers in the game, yeah.
I don't think there's any better, especially at that middle linebacker position there. A little hezzy from Ronald Jones. 8 carries, 47. Only 47 yards for Ronald Jones. Did I read that wrong?
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Everybody wants us to check out the
Ravens
game.
Turnover. This one's a dunsy.
All right, let's go ahead and check that out. Let's go ahead and switch over to the Ravens. Give us 1 second. We'll be right back here on AMG TV.
And Darnold's pretty good at saying what's up. Look at that. Good job.
He learned to turn. Sam Darnold learned to turn around from those INTs he threw in the Super Bowl. That's how he looked back at the coach. Did it again. That's 1 pick. There's another. Hey. All right, we're on a live game here. Ravens and Cleveland. 10-17, 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Barely gets rid of it there. Baltimore, Drew Lock, 10 for 13, $125, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. If anybody can tag Bananas in our Discord and let him know that his sound is off, he could actually pause it and turn just the game field sound all the way up. As of right now, we're going to have to listen to some music over the top.
That's one of them silent games. I heard about these.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and give him a call here. That's almost picked off. Drew Lock, just when we tune in and Cleveland puts points on the board. And then Baltimore looks like they're going to have to punt the ball here. Well, you got to turn the master volume. You can't have master volume on 0. It will mute everything no matter what everything else is. All right, let me call him before he makes this mistake. Because he's going to have to wait on the other guy to pause it.
Yeah, put these at like 20.
And we have sound, ladies and gentlemen, audio fixed in Baltimore. Drew Lock, it's punt unit time for that offense. We switched games. You were seeing AMG live broadcast number 4. We got to see the Atlanta Falcons cover their spread. They were giving up 6. They dominated the Cincinnati Bengals. They're going to improve to 1-0 as the 11-5 last season Cincinnati Bengals start the season off with an L.
Yeah, we got Drew Lock and Jerry Jeudy. I think they got Juju on their team. I think J.K. Dobbins is out. I think he's injured. That's kind of big for them. I mean, I wonder who they're playing at the running back position right now.
That's Bananas Frames dropping if anybody's wondering about the grainy picture.
Melvin Gordon, the ball carrier.
Appreciate everybody checking us out here. Twitch.tv/AllMaddenGaming You want to follow us on Twitter, check us out. At All Madden Gaming, at Watch AMG TV. Single back formation. Baker looking, cooking, nowhere to go. Down he goes, the pressure. Marcus Davenport, the UTSA Roadrunner, gets his first sack on the season. 3rd and 15, big third down coming up. A $1:10 and the clock is ticking. $1:09, here in the third quarter.
Yeah, boy, that defensive line for the Ravens. I mean, Rashawn Gary, Marcus Davenport, and then they've got in the middle Akeem Hicks. I mean, who they stole in free agency from the Cardinals. So I mean, I'm not a fan. Now I'd like the Browns to win. So
dangerous throw should have been picked off there. It goes with the deflection. 48 gets his hand on it. Baker Mayfield, 13 of 23. That's 13 completions on 10 incompletions. It's not an efficient day in the office for Baker, and they're punting it right back to Baltimore. Let's see if their defense can change the tide here and maybe put some points on the board.
Yeah, that should have been a pick right there.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Good pursuit on that punt return, though.
Yeah, that was a good job. And this Cleveland Browns team is going to be just as effective as they've been at creating turnovers and getting pressure to the quarterback. I formation here for the Baltimore Ravens. There's a handoff to the left side. Dobbins going to shrug the first guy off and find his way down. I don't know if he makes it back to the line of scrimmage. He does. 2nd and 10. That was a nice tackle by Jadeveon Clowney. They're stuck at the 38-yard line. 20 seconds left in the third.
Well, Dobbins is in, and I guess I had a little thing on my screen here showed that he might have been out with injury. I guess not.
Davenport coming up big time in the chat. Appreciate everybody checking us out. This is the Baltimore Ravens game of the week. This wasn't our AMG Live scheduled programming. That was a dangerous throw between two Browns defenders. But guess what? Drew Lock was locked in, and he's slicing and dicing the defense 15 yards past the line of scrimmage. What do you think about passes like that? Drew Lock obviously finds Juju Smith-Schuster, but he's got the confidence in Juju. He's got the confidence in himself. Those are passes he can make, but you don't want to see too many of those here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you don't want to be trying to do that your whole entire time, that's for sure. I mean, last year, what did Locke have? 4,000 yards, 41 touchdowns, 24 interceptions. That interceptions was sneaking up a little bit. That probably would, constitute the dangerous throws that he throws.
There's a bomb over the top, looking. Down the field, can't get it done. Drew Lock, 11 of 16, just a $137, looking to drive the ball and use their athleticism and speed to get over top of Cleveland. But that's a no-no in my Mariah Carey voice. And Surf, every time you say they did a what, and you just start rattling off numbers, I'm like, damn, you know this off the top of your head, and then I remember that's Surf's segue into him looking. Well, they did what, 4,300 yards, 15 touchdowns, and I'm looking, I'm like, yeah, they did exactly that. How did you know?
I just stretched those wells out like, well.
What did they do, 15,
and then
34?
I've got about 17 stats there.
Average about 4.3 yards per rush. I was like, yeah, again, how do you know How do you know this?
Yeah, my job, bro. I tell you though, if the Browns are throwing blitzes like that, and the play action is probably not going to be the best idea for Locke.
Watch this post here on the right side slot. Number 10 looking. Watch Kendall there. Watch, got him. Not there. Nothing's there. Nothing's open. His pass rush has to get there. Nothing's there. He's Joe Burrow on the sideline. That's dangerous. Almost picked off again. Punt unit time here for the Baltimore Ravens. Jerry Jeudy looking to be the main target here for Drew Lock early in this game. Early in our broadcast, late in this game. So far, 2 punts from Baltimore, 1 punt from the Cleveland Browns, and now Baker Mayfield has an opportunity.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 11.
Baker Mayfield has an opportunity to tie this game up. This was once a 17-3 game at halftime. Cleveland made some way into the lead there in the third quarter, and now fourth, they're trying to knot this game all up at 17. There's a quick throw to the flat, finds his man Melvin Gordon. Oh, he's got a little bit of juice left in those legs. Baker Mayfield, 14 of 24, 3 interceptions. He's going to have to get his first touchdown on the game soon.
First down, Browns.
Yeah, 17-10, fourth quarter, and the Browns have possession. I'd say give it to Gordon a few more times.
Melvin Gordon the third. I don't know, 5 carries, 8 yards, and a touchdown. He hasn't done too much on the ground.
No gain on the play.
But that's what happens when you tune in late. You start thinking things are going a certain way, but it hasn't necessarily been the truth throughout this game. Once again to the flat, as you're seeing drop coverage galore here for the Baltimore Ravens. They're protecting the 7-point lead, but there's just a little too much time left in this game, sir, for you to allow someone just to whip it to the flats, maybe some spots, and just kind of run for these first downs. You don't want to give up too much too early.
Right, you start playing that conservative. I mean, you might as well just pencil in the 7 and tie up the game, because that's what's going to happen.
Once again, Melvin Gordon gets smashed by 48. Pickup on aisle 5. Melvin Gordon, 3 catches, 30 yards. And guess what, sir? We witnessed all 3 of those receptions as they came on this drive.
Yeah, I mean, you know, he's getting pounded on, but I mean, he's still holding on to that ball. So I mean, he's got still got some hands on him.
Yeah, they call that Serp's girlfriend. Here we go, shotgun formation. Baker Mayfield in the backfield. Melvin Gordon huffing and puffing. Still trying to get it done. Dropping back. Baker has not had a good game. Goes underneath once again. Finds his man. The former Jacksonville Jaguar.
Complete to DJ Chark.
DJ Chark picks up his second reception. Only 2 receptions for the superstar. 2 carries, 2 receptions, 26 yards. Tackled by the linebacker Lee in the middle of the field. There on the right hash. Here we go. 1st and 10, 2:55 left. Clock is a ticket. Chark will be so much fun next match. Drop it. Oh, he had the corner route open on the seam. Nobody's there. Takes a dangerous throw. Could have been picked off. Number 4. This is AMG Live number 4. Another dangerous pass, 7-18. What do you think about that throw?
Yeah, well, you got Jair Alexander, Marlon Humphrey, and Marcus Peters all back there running around, and you're throwing stuff like that. I mean, I don't know if you're on a little bit of the, you know, the happy stuff or what. But
yeah, we saw happy feet early from Burrow, who just seemed like he was just out of the pocket too quickly. And right there, I think Baker has to recognize, hey, we don't got nothing going here. I need to improvise. Right there, he kind of stayed in the pocket a little too long and then found himself driving the ball into the defense. There's an underneath throw. Finds Scotty Miller, former Tampa Bay Buccaneer. He drops the ball on the ground, and that's picked up by 3-6. Big-time hit stick fumble, and that's going to go to the house. 3-6. He's putting up 6. When your defense put points on the board, you win games. Baltimore showing you how it's done. They were the favorite coming into this game, and there's a reason why.
Yeah, that's a morale buster right there. And you gave him a little taunt on the way into the end zone, too. Oof, man.
The kick is good.
That's
Scotty
tough.
Miller, known for being a speedy slot wide receiver, used sparingly in Tampa, but taking big hits by a fast and physical
The Browns take over
defense that
first and
imposes
10.
their physicality on the offense. And it's probably not the game Scotty Miller wants the ball in his hands there in the 4th quarter.
Nah, I mean, he's definitely fast, but I mean, at 5'9", he's a little guy. You know what I mean? You can get rocked like that. He's going to spit up the beans.
R.I.P. Scotty Miller in the chat. Yeah, let's pour one out for him. Melvin Gordon in the backfield. We haven't seen anything down the field so far, and this might be the longest throw of the game here that we've witnessed to the left side. That's usually Odell Beckham making that catch. Mayfield, 3 interceptions. They struggling without Odell, and finds Scotty Miller, goes right back to number 10, and that pass was nicely done as Baker just shifted his feet there to the left hash, and he's able to make the throw. I like how he reset his feet, changed the angle on the throw, made a nice pass, got some separation. Quick throw to the flat, got to get out of bounds if you're going to be taking this. David Njoku down to the 43-yard line, but I think the clock is still ticking. Or did he get out of bounds? 2nd and 2. Yeah, he got out of bounds.
So he got out.
Big-time divisional rivalry game as the Browns won the division in AMG Season 2, and Baltimore won it in AMG Season. Oh, big-time lumberjack. Low blow by 36. He's hitting you with an array of tackles. I wouldn't be surprised, Serp, if he sweeps the leg, maybe does the Karate Kid move on the next one.
Yeah, you got to sweep the leg.
Fun fact, Serp was actually went to auditions for Karate Kid. They said he was too old to be part of the Cobra Kai. That was in the 80s. He's old, guys. Mayfield, pressure's coming. Doesn't see him. Davenport, UTSA, Roadrunner. And wow, 94. That's a big-time recovery, but it might be too little too late either way. Look at Davenport coming here. He's a road runner. He's a pass-rushing stud for the Baltimore Ravens, and it looks like Baker Mayfield just not as comfortable without his favorite target, Odell Beckham.
Yeah,
there's a pass looking for
that
Scotty
guy
Miller.
is crazy for a big defensive end.
Scotty Miller, incomplete. Marcus Peters on the coverage.
Chat saying, I bet he's regretting getting rid of Odell Beckham. And it's not that Odell Beckham isn't replaceable, but they replaced him with nobody. So you got DJ Chark, obviously. You got Scotty Miller, and that's more of a specialty receiver there. That's a dangerous pass. Probably should be picked. No, it's tipped, almost caught. Tipped again. Ball's bouncing around. That's been the day for Baker. He just drives the ball into traffic, and everyone gets their hand on it. But it's not that he's irreplaceable. It's you didn't replace him with anybody. So not only did you lose one of the best receivers in the league, you lost a receiver that was giving you so much after the catch, and you're not going to get that elsewhere. His ability to run after the catch is what made him really special for Baker. Got his confidence, able to throw these quick slants and drags, shallow crosses, and Baker was able to build his confidence last season through that production from Odell Beckham. He doesn't have that now, and right there he's going to build his confidence with another INT. This one, and Ed Reed's number 20, making a play. Swagger for days, second INT, making Ed Reed a little proud.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, they got Chark now, and that's it. I mean, that's it. They got Scotty Miller, whatever, and then you got Donovan People-Jones and John Hightower, and I mean, you've got nothing. You've got one really solid threat on the field.
You're seeing the gifs going around about DJ Chark. They're playing the baby Chark. He's not looking like the Papa Chark. Without Odell Beckham on this team, he's become the #1 wide receiver, #1 target, and he just has not looked good. Not in the preseason and not here in week 1.
He needs somebody around him. He needs another star player out there to, to take all of the attention off of him to be able to get any production.
Knees and GGs. Drew Lock, QB1, #1. Baltimore Ravens 1-0, and that's going to do it here for AMG Live broadcast number 4. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. For myself and Serp, any last words?
Nah, it's been nice drinking with you.
That's news to me. All right, guys, take it easy. We'll see you next time here. Follow us on Twitter at AllMaddenGaming. Put command join in the chat if you're interested in joining. daddyleagues.com/AMG. Also follow our AMG TV at WatchAMG TV. And the kickoff is good. Cheers to another season, boys. Let's get it.